Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Dennis Quaid. A biography. Dennis Quaid is an American actor known for his versatility, natural charisma, and long-standing presence in film and television. Over a career spanning nearly 5 decades, he has moved smoothly between genres, switching from drama and action to comedy and family films, with a charm and sincerity that have made him one of Hollywood's most enduring screen personalities. Early life. Dennis William Quaid was born on April 9, 1954, in Houston, Texas, the younger brother of actor Randy Quaid. Raised in a working-class household, Quaid developed an interest in acting during high school. He later attended the University of Houston, studying drama but left before graduating to pursue acting full-time. Determined and ambitious, he moved to Los Angeles in the mid-1970s, hoping to break into the film industry. Breakthrough and rise to fame. Quaid's first notable roles came at the end of the 1970s. His breakthrough arrived with Breaking Away, 1979, a critically acclaimed coming-of-age film that earned multiple Oscar nominations. Quaid's energy and charm soon positioned him as a rising leading man of the 1980s. He followed this early success with memorable performances in films such as The Right Stuff, 1983, playing astronaut Gordon Cooper in the historical space drama Inner Space, 1987, a science fiction adventure that showcased his comedic ability. The Big Easy, 1987, a romantic crime film that highlighted his smooth on-screen charisma. By the late 1980s, Quaid had become a recognizable star. Known for roles that blended rugged confidence with a relatable everyman quality. Continued success and versatility. The 1990s and 2000s brought some of Quaid's most celebrated and diverse performances. Wyatt Earp, 1994, portraying Doc Holliday with emotional depth. Dragonheart, 1996, starring as a knight in a fantasy adventure. The Parent Trap, 1998, his role as the warm-hearted father made him beloved by a younger generation. Frequency, 2000, a sci-fi drama with a strong emotional core. Far From Heaven, 2002, a critically acclaimed performance as a conflicted 1950s husband, earning rave reviews and award nominations. The Day After Tomorrow, 2004, a blockbuster disaster film where he played a climate scientist. Quaid also expanded into television later in his career. He portrayed U.S. President George W. Bush in The Special Relationship, 2010, and starred in series such as The Art of More, Goliath, and Merry Happy Whatever. Personal life. Quaid's personal life has been frequently covered in the media. He has been married multiple times, first to actress P.J. Soles, then to Meg Ryan, with whom he has a son, and later to Kimberly Buffington, with whom he has twins. In 2020, he married Laura Savoy. He has openly discussed overcoming struggles with addiction earlier in his career, later becoming a strong advocate for health, fitness, and sobriety. Outside acting, Quaid is a passionate musician, a talented singer and guitarist. He performs with his band Dennis Quaid and the Sharks, known for lively concerts filled with rock and roll classics. Legacy. Dennis Quaid is admired for his longevity, authenticity, and ability to reinvent himself. His filmography spans family favorites, emotional dramas, thrillers, and comedies, each role reflecting his adaptability and down-to-earth charm. Even after decades in the industry, Quaid continues to work with enthusiasm, appearing in both major studio films and independent productions. More than just a leading man, Dennis Quaid represents the kind of career consistency and personal resilience that has earned him a loyal fan following and a respected place in Hollywood history. Expanded career overview. Dennis Quaid's career is a blend of resilience, versatility, and steady reinvention. While some actors become typecast, Quaid has remained unpredictable, effortlessly transitioning between genres and generations. 1980s. The rise of a leading man. After his breakout in Breaking Away, Quaid quickly gained attention as one of Hollywood's most promising young actors. Key projects in this decade. The Right Stuff, 1983. Quaid captured the swagger and humor of astronaut Gordon Cooper, anchoring one of the most beloved space films ever made. Inner Space, 1987, a mix of comedy and sci-fi. His chemistry with Meg Ryan, his future wife, added charm to the film. The Big Easy, 1987, set in New Orleans, this romantic thriller cemented his image as a charismatic leading man. Quaid's ability to portray both sensitive and rugged characters made him a favorite with directors seeking an accessible yet dynamic male lead. 1990s. Resilience through challenges. The early 1990s were challenging personally. Quaid struggled with personal issues and substance dependency. However, his return to acting marked some of the strongest performances of his career. Notable roles. Wyatt Earp, 1994, as Doc Holliday, Quaid delivered an emotionally intense performance, losing a significant amount of weight for the role. Dragonheart, 1996, a fantasy adventure that became a cult favorite. The Parent Trap, 1998, a warm, heartfelt performance that endeared him to younger audiences. Despite personal struggles, he emerged with greater emotional depth as an actor. 2000s. Critical respect and reinvention. This period balanced blockbuster visibility with critically acclaimed work. Highlights. Frequency, 2000. A science fiction drama that showcased Quaid's emotional sincerity. Far From Heaven, 2002, one of his most praised roles, playing a closeted husband in 1950s America. His performance earned multiple award nominations and remains a career high point. The Day After Tomorrow, 2004, a major commercial hit, keeping Quaid firmly on the blockbuster map. In Good Company, 2004, a witty comedy drama where Quaid played a middle-aged executive facing change. 2010s, present, television, music, and new chapters. While continuing to star in films, Quaid expanded into television and independent films, embracing mature and complex roles. Standout projects. The Special Relationship, 2010, critically noted portrayal of President George W. Bush. Goliath, 2019, played a powerful and eccentric billionaire antagonist. Faith and family projects. Quaid began accepting inspirational roles in films such as I Can Only Imagine, 2018, and Blue Miracle, 2021. He also immersed himself in music with his band, Dennis Quaid and the Sharks, performing upbeat rock and roll covers and original songs. Personal life. Triumph through ups and downs. Quaid's personal journey has been one of growth, faith, and finding balance. Family. Father to 3 children, 1 son, with Meg Ryan, and twins, with Kimberly Buffington. Advocacy. After his twins experienced a hospital medical error as infants, Quaid became an advocate for patient safety and healthcare reform. Health. Open about overcoming addiction, sharing his experience to help others. In 2020, Quaid married Laura Savoy. He has spoken publicly about feeling centered, grounded, and creatively energized in this chapter of his life. Awards and honors. While widely respected, Quaid has historically been considered underrated. Nonetheless, he has received nominations from the Golden Globes, Screen Actors Guild Awards, and Independent Spirit Awards, a New York Film Critics Circle Award for Far From Heaven, a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. What makes Dennis Quaid memorable? His adaptability. He excels equally in drama, comedy, action, and family films. His authenticity, he brings warmth and relatability, even to flawed or conflicted characters. His longevity. Few actors of his generation remain as active and versatile. Dennis Quaid's legacy is defined not by one iconic role but by a lifetime of consistently honest, engaging performances. Selected filmography and mini reviews, top films by decade. Here's an expanded look at some of Dennis Quaid's most notable films, with short insights into why each one stands out. 1980s. Breakthrough in stardom film year role. Why It Matters. Breaking Away. 1979. Mike Quaid's Breakthrough, a beloved coming-of-age classic. The Right Stuff. 1983. Gordon Cooper. A major prestige film. Showcased Quaid's charisma and humor. Dreamscape. 1984. Alex Gardner. Early sci-fi thriller showing his risk-taking choices. Inner Space. 1987. Lieutenant Tuck Pendleton. Comedic sci-fi adventure. Proved Quaid's comedic timing. The Big Easy. 1987. Remy McSwain. Sexy, stylish crime romance set in New Orleans, career-defining. During this era, Quaid was seen as part of a new wave of leading men, handsome but also natural, approachable, and funny. 1990s. Reinvention and depth film year role. Why It Matters. Great Balls of Fire. 1989. Jerry Lee Lewis electrifying performance as the rock and roll icon. Wyatt Earp. 1994. Doc Holliday lost over 40 pounds for the role, intense commitment. Dragonheart. 1996. Bowen. A fantasy favorite. Quaid shines opposite Sean Connery, voice of the dragon. The Parent Trap. 1998. Nick Parker. Warm, charming dad, won over a new generation of viewers. This decade was challenging personally, but artistically rich. His roles became more emotionally layered and mature. 2000s. Prestige and commercial hits film year role. Why It Matters. Frequency. 2000. Frank Sullivan. A poignant, emotional story of time and fatherhood. Far From Heaven. 2002. Frank Whitaker. One of his finest performances, earned award nominations. The Day After Tomorrow. 2004. Jack Hall. Global blockbuster, cemented him as a box office draw. In Good Company. 2004. Dan Foreman. A charming, mature dramedy about work and family priorities. Vantage Point. 2008. Thomas Barnes. High-tension thriller. Quaid's intensity carries the film. Far From Heaven became the critical highlight of his career, subtle, painful, complex. 2010s. Present. Mature roles and exploration film, series year. Medium. Why It Matters. The Special Relationship. 2010 TV, HBO, critically recognized portrayal of George W. Bush. The Art of More. 2015 streaming series. Quaid embraced the shift to prestige streaming content. A Dog's Purpose. 2017 film. Tender family story, emotionally resonant. I Can Only Imagine. 2018 film. One of his biggest hits in years, Christian drama. Goliath. 2019 streaming series. Dark, unpredictable, memorable antagonist. Blue Miracle. 2021 film. Inspiring true story. Showcases his later career gravitas. In the past decade, Quaid has intentionally chosen roles with heart, emotion, and purpose. Fun facts and trivia. He is an accomplished pilot and owns multiple aircraft. Known for his infectious laugh, often mentioned by co-stars as part of his charm. He is a passionate golfer and frequently participates in celebrity golf tournaments. Quaid is a musician and songwriter. He performs with his band Dennis Quaid and the Sharks. For Wyatt Earp, he lost so much weight for the Doc Holliday role that his doctor warned him it was dangerous. He has a lifelong love of Texas, where he grew up, and often returns to visit. Music career. While most people know him as an actor, Quaid's second love has always been music. Plays guitar and piano, performs energetic live shows featuring rock and roll classics and originals, has performed on late-night shows and toured with his band, recorded a gospel-influenced album. Inspired by personal faith and life transitions, music isn't a hobby for Quaid, it's a lifelong passion. Legacy: Dennis Quaid's career is a testament to resilience and reinvention. He never relied on just one type of role or image. Instead, he grew with time, embraced challenges, and built a body of work that spans generations. Your parents might know him from The Right Stuff, you might remember him from The Parent Trap, your kids might know him from A Dog's Purpose. Few actors manage that. Career timeline, detailed narrative. To continue deepening our look at Dennis Quaid, here is a more chronological, story-driven timeline of his life and career, showing not only the films but the emotional and personal journey behind them. Early ambition, 1950s–1970s. Dennis William Quaid was born on April 9, 1954, in Houston, Texas, to a modest working-class family. His mother was a real estate agent, his father an electrician. Though the household wasn't affluent, it was filled with imagination and humor, something Quaid credits for his ability to stay grounded. In high school, he discovered acting and comedy. Inspired by his older brother, actor Randy Quaid, he began acting at the University of Houston but soon dropped out. Hollywood didn't open the door easily. He worked odd jobs, slept on couches, and auditioned constantly. Eventually, persistence paid off. His charisma and ability to balance vulnerability with confidence drew the attention of casting directors. Breakout and rising career, late 1970s to 1980s. His breakout came with Breaking Away, 1979, a small-budget film that became a major success. Suddenly, Dennis Quaid became someone producers knew by name. The 1980s is where he became a bona fide star. The Right Stuff, 1983, brought prestige. Inner Space, 1987, brought humor. The Big Easy, 1987, brought sex appeal. He was compared to young Harrison Ford and Kevin Costner, handsome, rugged, quick-witted. He could be heroic without being stiff, funny without trying too hard. Turbulence and personal challenges, late 1980s, mid-1990s, with fame came pressure. Despite steady work, Quaid privately struggled with addiction. Hollywood excess caught up with him, and he eventually sought help. Years later, he would speak candidly about it. "I was doing cocaine almost every day in the 80s. During this period, he also starred in Great Balls of Fire, 1989, playing Jerry Lee Lewis. Wyatt Earp, 1994, he lost over 40 pounds for the role, showing intense dedication. Recovering from addiction marked a turning point. He later said it gave him clarity, humility, and renewed passion for acting. Beloved and respected, late 1990s to 2000s, his comeback years were rich with career-defining performances. The Parent Trap, 1998, made him the ideal dad for a generation. Frequency, 2000, sentimental and heartfelt. Far From Heaven, 2002, critically acclaimed. Earned major award nominations. The Day After Tomorrow, 2004, global blockbuster. During this time, he was praised for taking risks, moving between big popcorn movies and deep, emotional roles. Maturity, music, and new expressions, 2010s. Now, in his later career, Quaid diversified, played George W. Bush in The Special Relationship, 2010, starred in the streaming series Goliath, 2019, as a dark, unpredictable antagonist. Became a familiar face in inspirational and family films, including I Can Only Imagine, 2018, and A Dog's Purpose, 2017. He also leaned into music, touring with his band, Dennis Quaid and the Sharks, playing classic rock and original songs. Quaid's recent work reveals a man who acts for joy, not obligation. Personal life and family. Dennis Quaid has 3 children. Jack Quaid, born 1992, with Meg Ryan, now a successful actor, The Boys. Oppenheimer, twins, Thomas and Zoe, born 2007, with Kimberly Buffington. His marital history, P.J. Souls, 1978 to 1983, Meg Ryan, 1991 to 2001, Kimberly Buffington, 2004 to 2018, Laura Savoy, married in 2020. He credits fatherhood with deepening his emotional range as an actor. A unique kind of Hollywood legacy. Dennis Quaid is not defined by one iconic role. He is defined by consistency and connection. He never disappeared between generations. He never allowed typecasting to limit him. He continually reinvented himself. Where some actors burn out, Dennis Quaid endures. I'm still hungry. I still love what I do. Dennis Quaid. In a sentence, he is one of Hollywood's most reliable actors, both relatable and unforgettable. Dennis Quaid, full filmography, highlights by year. This is an expanded, more detailed listing across the decades. Note, this includes major roles, theatrical releases, and significant TV projects. Not every cameo or minor appearance. 1970s, beginnings. Year title role 1975 Crazy Mama Bellhop, 1977 Beretta. TV, guest role 1978 Our Winning Season Paul, 1979 Breaking Away Mike, breakthrough performance 1980s, leading man emerges. Year title role 1981 All Night Long Young Executive, 1981 Caveman Nook, 1983 The Right Stuff Gordon Cooper, career breakthrough 1983 Tough Enough Art Long, 1984 Dreamscape Alex Gardner, 1985 Enemy Mine Willis Davidge, 1986 The Big Picture, TV movie, himself 1987 Innerspace Lieutenant. Tuck Pendleton, 1987 The Big Easy Remy McSwain, 1987 Suspect Carl Wayne Anderson, 1988 DOA Dexter Cornell, 1989 Great Balls of Fire. Jerry Lee Lewis, 1990s, Resilience. Depth and Reinvention. Year title role 1990 Postcards from the Edge Jack Faulkner, 1991 Dead Solid Perfect, TV movie, Kenny Lee, 1992 Undercover Blues Jeff Blue, 1993 Flesh and Bone Arliss Sweeney, 1994 Wyatt Earp Doc Holliday, Dramatic Physical Transformation, 1995 Something to Talk About Eddie Baird, 1996 Dragonheart Bowen, 1997 Switchback Frank Lacrosse, 1998 The Parent Trap Nick Parker, 1999 Any Given Sunday Jack Cap, Rooney 2000s, Prestige and Blockbuster Balance. Year title role 2000 Frequency Frank Sullivan, 2001 The Rookie Jim Morris, 2002 Far From Heaven Frank Whitaker, award-winning critical acclaim 2002 Cold Creek Manor, Cooper Tilson, 2003 The Alamo Sam Houston, 2004 The Day After Tomorrow Jack Hall, 2004 In Good Company Dan Foreman, 2005 Yours Mine and Ours Frank Beardsley, 2008 Vantage Point Thomas Barnes, 2008 Smart People Drive, Roger, 2009 G.I. Joe The Rise of Cobra General Hawk, 2010s, Mature Roles and Streaming Era. Year title, series role 2010 The Special Relationship, HBO film, President George W. Bush, 2011 Soul Surfer Tom Hamilton, 2013 The Words Clay Hammond, 2015-2016 The Art of More, TV series, Samuel Bruckner, 2017 A Dog's Purpose Adult Ethan, 2018 I Can Only Imagine Arthur Millard, Major Box Office Surprise Hit 2019 Goliath, TV series, Wade Blackwood, Dark and Twisted Antagonist 2019 Mary Happy Whatever series, Don Quinn 2020s, New Chapters. Year title role 2020 Midway Vice Admiral William Bull Halsey 2021, Blue Miracle Wade 2022, American Underdog Dick Vermeil 2023, On a Wing and a Prayer Doug White 2024-2025, various projects continuing steady work, notable television appearances. Selected: Ellen, 1990s sitcom. Cameo, Vegas, 2012-2013, lead role. The Late Show, Tonight Show, Kimmel, etc. Frequent guest appearances: Dennis Quaid. Best quotes: I never lost my hunger. I still love what I do. I've had highs and lows, but I never lost my curiosity. I don't want to be a legend. I want to keep working. His philosophy is grounded, simple, enduring. What makes Dennis Quaid unique? Checkmark: he reinvented himself 3 different times in Hollywood, extremely rare. Checkmark: loved by audiences across multiple generations. Checkmark: a career not defined by one role, but by consistency and heart. Dennis Quaid. At a glance, attribute description: style, natural, relatable, charismatic, strengths, versatility, warmth, emotional authenticity, archetype, the rugged, likable everyman, legacy, one of Hollywood's most dependable actors. Top 20 Essential Dennis Quaid Movies, ranked and explained. If you want, I can expand into a paragraph review for each. Checkmark 1. The Right Stuff, 1983, role. Gordon Cooper. Why watch? Defines the Quaid persona: confident, funny, a little reckless. This film made him
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.